Whenever I feel like indulging in something addictive, I make ice cream. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is feeling beautiful and having a beautiful day. I am feeling very grateful and blessed that you guys actually clicked on my video again, because after I watched my last video, I wouldn't even click on me again. So big shout out, much appreciation for the support. Ice cream happens to be one of my favorite summer desserts. And since mango is in season and for a short time only, we're doing a mango flavored ice cream, which also happens to be one of my favorite ice cream flavors. I'm dicing the mango to make a mango puree. You can also use the canned or frozen mangoes if you can't find the fresh ones, but the fresh ones is always better. For me, when it comes to fruits and vegetables, fresh is always better. I just make like little cubes with it, and then I'm gonna take this spoon and I'm gonna scoop it out. This is the atulfo mango. You can use any kind of mango you have. When you're making mango puree, it's always good to use the ripe mangoes. I'm gonna peel around the pit because I'm making a puree and I can actually just slice these out also. And then this can be the chef's treat later. Like seriously, I just want to like stop this and start eating this mango as is. Where I live, mangoes is in abundance in the summertime. And then in the summertime, it's also very cheap. And I just love cheap. This is the kind of messy I like to work with. Okay, so we finished diced our mango. Now we're gonna make the mango puree. I'll throw these out and be right back. Don't go anywhere. So I'm putting the mango in a blender to make a puree, but if you don't have a blender, you can just use anything you have in the kitchen to mash it up. So I want to pass it in a strainer just in case there is any mango fiber. It's gonna catch it. The consistency is a little bit thick, so you may need to just apply some pressure. You can use a spoon or a spatula and just swirl it around, and the mango is gonna go through. And this is why it's good to pass it in the strainer, because there was a piece that was not processed. But I can definitely taste it. Unbelievably sweet. Let me clean this out. And our mango puree is ready. Now we're gonna make the custard. Let's go to the stove. I'm turning my stove on medium to low heat, and I'm adding some half and half. You can also use the whole milk. And I'm gonna keep stirring and bring it to a boil. Once the milk starts boiling, we're gonna add the custard powder mixture. But first we have to make the custard powder mixture. I added some vanilla custard powder to some regular whole milk, and I'm gonna whisk it until there are no lumps. And now we can add our custard powder mixture. You wanna pour it in gradually and keep stirring as you go. And I'm adding a small amount of sugar just for the custard. And later on, we're gonna add some more sugar to the cream. And we're gonna boil it for another 3 to 4 minutes. And once it thickens and start to kind of coat the spatula, we're gonna take it off. Now we're gonna stir it occasionally and let it cool down at room temperature. Looks like it's good here. I don't see any more steam coming out. I'm gonna pour it into a bowl and put it into the freezer for about 20 minutes so it can completely cool down. And this is looking like seriously enticing already. So we got our mango puree and our custard is fully cool. Now we're gonna do the most important part of this ice cream. We're gonna do the cream. I'm using a handheld mixer to mix the cream. You can definitely use a ice cream maker or a ice cream machine, whatever you have. You can even use a blender to whip the cream. And also I chill the bowl in the freezer for about 10 minutes. It is recommended, so it keeps the cream cold whilst it's whipping. And you also want to make sure that your cream is very cold. I'm using the heavy cream. You can also use the whipping cream. They are basically the same. The only difference is the fat content. I'll start off the mixer on low speed and then I'll increase the speed. The texture is starting to change, so it's a good time to stop and add the sugar. I'm adding some confectioners sugar. The mangoes are sweet and I added a small amount of sugar to the custard, but you need a little bit more sweetness. We want to achieve like a stiff peak. I think we're good here. Yep, it's got like this stiff peak. And now the fun part, I'm adding the custard. Our custard is looking nice and creamy. And then we're gonna add our mango puree. This is looking so yummy. I feel like there is nothing better than this right now. And now we're gonna mix all these good stuff together. You can also add some food coloring, but I'm going with the natural colors. This is coming together beautifully. And I think that's it. We're gonna freeze and we're gonna have ice cream. And now I'm gonna pour it in a container, cover it and put it in the freezer for at least 6 to 8 hours or overnight. Give it a little tap. I saved a little bit of the mango puree. Now we can use it to garnish and decorate. You can definitely buy ice cream at the store, but there is nothing like homemade ice cream. I'll use a toothpick to add some swirls and make it look prettier. And it's looking all gorgeous and ready for the freezer. Our delicious ice cream is now ready to be served, or maybe not. I should have waited for it to thaw out, but I just wanna have it right away. Top it off with some chopped almond or something crunchy and a small mint sprig with some extra love. Now the moment of truth. Such an exquisite flavor. I hope you will try this recipe. Thanks for spending time with me. I'll appreciate if you can share my link, leave me a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet. Stay safe. Love you guys.